We got something going on today a little bit, huh? All right, let's give it a minute for everybody to come into the room. Come on into the room. Hello, hello, hello. If you're coming in, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because you know it will assist in pushing this out a little further. Hi, Antoinette. How are you? Shalom. And they're starting to come in. Hi, Lady Ash. Good afternoon. Grand Rising Midlife Sass from Stevie. Okay, Stevie. All right, you guys. Let's give it about another minute. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Come on in. Come on in. Hi, Kelly. How art thou? Welcome back. Definitely welcome back. Definitely welcome back. Oh, good. I'm glad everyone is well. Okay, let's see. It's still coming in. Hello, April. And if you're watching this on the playback, if you could go ahead and give it a thumbs up as well, because it helps push it out to those who may not have seen it yet. So if you're watching the replay, just bear with us as we're giving our welcomes and hellos during this live today. All right. That's right. Welcome back, family. Welcome back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I don't foresee being on here too long today because it's really like cut and dry. It's really like cut and dry. All right. Let me start here. Let me start with this information. Anna actually put out y'all know she does those notices, right? Where she writes those articles. And those international notices go out everywhere, everywhere. All right. And so, and I can't remember which one it is. I don't know because like I said before, so much information has come out. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? So much information has come out that it's just hard to keep track. But I will tell you this, I think it's one of her articles from maybe 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. And she was specifically talking about being mindful of your stocks. Okay. And she was urging us to look into precious metals. Now, I'm going to give you guys a good bit of information today, and I'm hoping that you take heed to it. All right. So, we've been talking about these precious metals for a long time now, especially gold. And if you'll go back and you'll look at my live starting at number one, you will see where I was so excited that gold was $1,800 an ounce. And that was back in August of 2024. And now, gold today, let's just see what gold is today. Give me a second. Let's just see what gold is today. Gold price today is $4,292.30. So that means a little over a year, $1,800. So you see what happened. Now, we've been talking about gold, 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 gold. But what I want to talk to you guys today is not dealing with gold so much and not even silver. But I want to get you hip to some things that's happening that you may not be aware of. And it was in my spirit to bring this to you today. All right. So, wow. Did not know that. Okay. So, they have been taking all of the coins off the market. Have y'all noticed that? that all of the coins are being removed from the market, and then they're no longer going to produce pennies. Have you noticed that? I just want to give you a second to put that in chat. I want to see if anybody, yes, okay. All right, so just want to make sure we're on the same page there. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, give me a second. Y'all know I'm doing 20 things while I'm trying to do this live at the same time. Cashless society has started. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you notice, they started with the pennies, right? Okay. There's a reason for that. And there's something that we have not honed in on where it comes to precious metal. Precious metal, there's multiple purposes to it. All right. And I'm gonna give y'all an update on the bank in a minute. I know that's what many of you all are here for, but let's just kind of get this part because you all know that my lives are filled with just more than just what's happening at the bank and giving you all those updates, which are important, and we're going to give it to you. But I want to talk about this too because I want you to have, I want you to be well rounded in all aspects. Okay. All right. So where it comes to copper, silver, gold, there are multiple uses of those precious metals. One being copper is known to heal. And many of us didn't know that. That's why you'll see sometimes people wearing the copper necklaces. There's a frequency that copper has that could actually heal the body. Okay. So what they started to do is they started to remove the pennies from the market. They started with removing, and they said, of course, that it was, the coins, but it really wasn't about the coins so much. It was more so about the copper and the pennies. Okay. That's why I'm not getting rid of my penny. So, and you could eventually get them melted down too. And I'm so sorry because I had the year, but I forgot it. But there, whatever the year was, because all the pennies were made of copper up until a certain year, and I just can't remember when it was. And I'm wanting to say it was in the 70s, but I might be wrong with that. I might be wrong with that. But anyway, pennies were 100% copper. Okay. Now, what does that take me to? Just about a year ago, just like with the gold, do you all know copper was like 89 cents an ounce? It was 89 cents an ounce. What do you think copper is today an ounce? Or you can just check. What do you think? Oh, hey Shiloh. How are you? What do you think copper is per ounce today? So I'm telling you guys, I give you some gems that kind of take you in other directions. Yes, it's way more. Somebody just put it in. Just check. Chat GPT, Google, AI. Since they say AI is starting to think for us anyway, right? What do you think copper is today? Grand Rising. Hey, Almighty CJ Flash. How are you? While y'all are looking that up, why am I honing in on copper? Because oh, there it is. $5.20 to $5.40 per ounce. Now, how many of you all about a year ago had a whole lot of 89 cents? So when we talk about when they're wanting us to focus on the stocks, which is controlled, right? And taking our focus away from the precious metal, which we know is God's money, right? It's God's money. So what I'm telling you to do is refocus your energies. Okay? Refocus your energy and really start thinking how you want this new life to be set up for yourself. Because there's so many different paths that you can take to this new life. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. But you just have to be strategic in what you're doing and how you're doing it. And life could be beautiful. You see, you guys, we're not supposed to, I had a very deep conversation this week with someone, and something that came out of that really hurt my heart. A statement was made that life has been created for us to keep us away from our families and keep the man out of the household, and to keep the families from coming together, which is the beauty. And think about when you're with your family, those that you get along with, those that you get along with, because I had to put that out there, because everybody don't get along with all their family members. But think about the time that you get with your family or your friends, and you just have a beautiful time. Right? That's why some people they love for the holidays to come around, because they're able to be with those that they love. But just think about a life where you could do that every day, right? And still be able to bring forth your purpose that you are here to do. You're able to do the things that you love to do. That's the life that I'm telling you can get, but you have to be strategic in understanding how to get it. You have to get guidance from above, right? Allow your soul, your spirit to guide you in doing that. I was dreaming about a formula and woke up to you in the formula, and immediately you appeared on. Ah. Well, listen, I'm hoping that in that show that was in your dreams, that I was telling you guys some information that you could use towards your life. All right. So I'm going to leave that there, but I want you all to put a thumbs up in the chat if this is something that you're going to look into. Let me put it like that. Put a thumbs up in the chat if this is something that you're going to look into. Right? If it's something you never thought about before, but now you're going to kind of look into that. Yes, we know gold is beautiful to have, and we know that silver too, right? But there are other precious metals out there that are for us, and that they have other purposes. And so I want you to kind of begin to expand your mind and the understanding on what these other precious metals can bring to your life and what they can do for your life. Okay? All right. Now, let me see. I wanted to go here too. I want you to understand that everything that has been put before us is kind of now being straightened out, right? All of the crooked places are being made straight. Things that were told to us, things that we were taught, are actually kind of reverse. Okay. Yes, I purchased copper coffee. Yes, I'm actually, I'm giving it out now. So if any of my daughters are watching, close your ears right now. But I'm giving all of them copper cups for their homes. All right, y'all didn't hear that. If any of my four babies are listening. Okay. We got a little exchange going. They want to know, where did you get your cups from? So yeah, you can put up where you got yours from, but they're easy to find. They're easy to find. Okay, so now let me kind of go back to what I was saying. Everything is kind of opposite, right? What they taught us in school, what we learn is kind of opposite Now we're understanding of what we truly should have been learning, what we truly should have been understanding. And I want to give you these three, and then I'm going to give you all an update on the bank, and then we're going to be out of here. Have you ever heard the saying, blood is thicker than water? Blood is thicker than water. And if you have, put in chat, and let me drop the link, because some of you may want to come live with me. Let's see. Some of y'all be acting like y'all scared. We ain't gonna be scared now. And you don't have to show your face. All right. You don't have to show your face. I'm not coming up. I don't want to show my face. You don't have to. Just don't open up your camera. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm going to look into you being an empress in heaven. Oh, Shiloh. Amazon is where I purchased my cup. Okay. Yes, so not true. There's the link. And strangers help me a lot. Okay. Now, we're talking about blood is thicker than water. What do you think that means? Blood is thicker than water. Let me see if somebody's going to put it in here. Blood is thicker, and I'm sure you all have heard that before. Blood is thicker than water, right? When you say blood is thicker than water, it really means that you're supposed to be down for your family. Uh-oh. Shiloh has entered the room. Hey, Shiloh. Did you mean to enter?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm doing remarkable.
So when you hear the saying blood is thicker than water, what comes into your mind?
I think maybe you could be my everlasting sister. Yes, can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Yes.
I'm doing remarkable.
So when you hear blood is thicker than water, what do you think that means? What does it mean to you?
What about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, I think that everything is like hidden from us. Can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Well, the system is repeating itself for some reason to me, but nevertheless, I was dreaming right before I got on your show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, however, when in the dream I was dreaming about a song. Can you hear me, Dr. Shay?
I can. You just got to keep talking. Yeah, you might have to keep
Okay,
talking. Just
okay.
keep talking.
What just happened to me, and this is phenomenal. I was dreaming right before I got on your show, right?
Uh-huh.
And a song was playing, and okay, and in the song, I was listening to a song that I typically listen to, and I heard some beings talking in the background about the song. And, and then when I woke up, your video was on immediately because I had turned the phone on.
Oh, wow.
So I think God was trying to give me a message, and I could hear them talking about this song that it was a key to open up what we're talking about, blood is thicker than water.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, I remember the song, and then you appeared, and it was like blood is thicker than water. So the reason why I'm tripping because this phone keeps talking back to me while I'm talking to you.
Well, let me do this. I'm going to take what you said and I'm going to elaborate on this. I'm going to put you back into the chat, but I'm going to build off of what you
Okay.
said. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So let's build off of what uh, Shiloh just said. And if I can, let me try to hold on. My thing is jamming right now. Let's see if it's going to stage. I can't, it won't click. Let's see. Difficulties. There you go. All right. So Shiloh just said, and when he's talking about blood is thicker than water, he said that he was having some type of dream about a stone, and then my video appeared, and now I'm talking about blood is thicker than water. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that there are different aspects to this, okay? Because the saying really is blood is thicker than water, but it's another whole nother section to that. And this is what the real saying is. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Now, that's what the saying really is, but it's been twisted and it's been turned to something else. Once again, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So the water of the womb being the amniotic fluid that we were born in. But the blood of the covenant that you're making with your creator, okay, whoever that might be. And that's why I'm very cautious, because I know so many people watch this live and maybe of different faiths, and I want to make sure I respect that. Okay. So whatever covenant that you're making with your creator, it is thicker than the covenant that you're making from those that are coming from the same womb, which is family. Do you see how it's opposite? And I'm hoping my live okay, because I see I'm jumping around a little bit. Am I stable? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Is it balanced? Are we okay? Are we good? Before I continue, are y'all there? It might be a little delay. Give me a thumbs up if you all hear me on the live. Not stable. Okay. Am I stable now? Uh-oh. Let me wait till I get some thumbs up of me being stable. Oh, it's coming back now. Okay. Cutting up. Sounds like you're underwater. Okay. Okay, but I'm better. Okay, seems like I'm better now. Okay, so let me start that part again. Let me start that part again. All right, seems like we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. All right, we're back. All right. So what I was saying is that the blood of the covenant is thicker than the blood of the womb, the blood of the water of the womb. So what that means is that the covenant that you have with your creator is thicker, is stronger than any of the covenants that you will make with your family or those that come from the same womb. All right. So it was flipped. So what they were showing us is that put your family above all, and that's not true. How many of you all have some friends that are closer than some of your siblings or your cousins? Okay. How many of you have friends that y'all aren't of the same blood, right? But they will go with you and help you to the ends of the earth. This is what we're talking about now. Okay. So what I'm trying to do today is I'm trying to give you an understanding of looking at our society, looking at our community, looking at our world, and what was fed to you, and to really look at it from a different aspect now, to say, is this something that I can trust? Can I trust what I have been taught? Next one. And I see it's still kind of jumping. Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity killed the cat. Let me see. Yeah, it's jumping. Okay, Antoinette says you have to keep and protect those covenants. Yes. And remembering the covenant that you're making and who you're making it with. Right? And for our minds not to be led astray on something totally different, or what it does not mean. So when they talk about, okay, it says your video is cutting out again. Okay, so let me wait until you guys give me a thumbs up of when I'm stable again, and then I'll talk about the next one. Okay, let me know when it gets stable again. Something's going on today in the air, and we know why, don't we? We know why. We know why. Give me a thumbs up once it gets stable again. Okay, are we stable? Yes, okay, we're stable again. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So the next one is curiosity killed the cat. Or kills the cat. Curiosity kills the cat. And what that one is supposed to mean is that when you're very curious about something, it comes across like it's something negative when you're wanting to inquire about something. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. We have to continue to grow past the brainwash. Absolutely. And that's why I'm starting with this today, because I want you guys to begin to really open up your minds with this new space that we're going to. All right. And that's why I'm kind of starting with these little sayings, because they always give us a part of the story. They always give us a part of the story. And there's so much to the other part that we never hear. So the saying, curiosity kills the cat, this is really what it is. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction bought it back. Isn't that something totally different? Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction bought it back. So that means that you keep striving when you're curious about something, or you're wanting to understand something. That curiosity shouldn't be killed. Nothing happened to the cat that hurt it from being curious, because from the cat being curious, it was eventually satisfied and it bought it back. So when they talk about a cat has 9 lives, that's not true. You never die in this realm, you guys. You never die in this realm. You just transition to another state. You transition to another place, another atmosphere, stratosphere, so many different spheres. And so we've been brainwashed to think that this is it. This is not it. All right. So when you're curious about something, it's a good thing to be curious about it. All right. It's okay to be curious about it. And there's nothing wrong with being curious. Okay. And when I'm talking about being curious, I'm not talking about being nosy. There's a difference in curiosity and being nosy. Okay. There's a big difference. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. We are having a breakthrough. No conservation. That is why you show frequency and bursting out of the make. This might be so. I think it might. The energy that's happening right now may be affecting this live today. That is a good possibility. Okay, because we're getting some serious we're getting some serious feedback. Okay. All right. So I want you to understand that what you were led to believe, the path that we were put on, is not the path. I am telling you, I want you to rework your path. Okay. This is why we go back to cursive writing. All of that, it's a curse. The things that we were writing, because English was a created language of deception, because it was so mixed up that we really don't know what we're saying. And I give you an example all the time when black means white and white means black. Okay. Black means white and white means black. If you look at Spanish, blanco is white in Espanol. Okay. So we got to begin to look at all of this. We have to begin to understand. Yes, you said is that, but everything that you say to me, I'm now going to do an additional study. Okay. I'm going to do another, I'm going to go and have another level of this, of understanding, because I believe nothing you have said. This is where I'm trying to get you all's minds today. And it's important that I get your mind here, because this is going to transition us to my bank update. But we got to get your minds right, because I don't want you to be tricked and I don't want you to be deceived. Okay? Because you're dealing with some serious energies. You're dealing with a serious space. A serious space. And your mind has to be rewired and reprogrammed. Okay? Oh, you're so welcome, April. The right alignment is important. Absolutely. All right, so let's keep going. And so again, just going back to the words of the English language. That's why even in school, and oh my gosh, I used to love being in the spelling bee. I would study those words for hours because I always wanted to win the spelling bee. And I would always win my class spelling bee, but I never would win the school spelling bee. And I always wanted to win the school spelling bee. I would always make it to like the last 3 or 2 children left, but I never could take home being the winner of the spelling bee. But now when I understand that words are spells, you know, it was putting something over us and we didn't even realize. That's why it's important that you identify, wait a minute, when I say these words, what do these words really mean? What are you really saying? Let me find the historical connection and context to these words. But our being is obliterating the spell. That's absolutely, we sure are. We are blowing it up. We are blowing it up. All right. Let me see. The last one is, and this is the one, and this, you're not going to believe this. I actually started changing this one myself about maybe 1.5 years ago, when they would say, you're a jack of all trades. And what they used to say, jack of all trades, master of none. Well, in my own life, I realized I can do a lot of things. I'm serious. I am like, and I'm not like pushing myself up or anything. But wait a minute. Yes, the hell I am. I am pushing myself up, because that's what we're supposed to do. I am going to take credit for the time I have put in to learn all of the things that I know. So yes, I am. Okay. So I have learned, I've been able to master a variety of things in my lifetime. Okay. I have been able to really articulate different areas that people really need in their life, right? And so when they would say a jack of all trades, master of none, what were they trying to do? They were trying to brainwash us to think that we should only master one thing, right? They were trying to dumb us down. Now, let me give you all what and I actually changed. This is before I even knew about what the real saying was. I changed it to say, I'm a jack of all trade and I've mastered them all. And so if you see me speak at different places, especially last year, I would say that Okay, that I reworked that one for myself. I am a jack of all trades and I have mastered them all. But let me give you all what the true saying is, what it and what they didn't tell you, because again, we were brainwashed to believe jack of all trades, master of none, right? I cannot spell yet. I overstand them. And that's another one. Overstand and understand. When you understand something, you come under it. That means you are submitting yourself to it. And so that's why even in saying understand, we really are supposed to say, I overstand what you said. Everything is backwards. Everything. It's so sad. It is so sad. Tell it like it is, Dr. Okay. Okay. We worked hard on ourselves. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. All right. This is the true one. Jack of all trades, master of none, though often better than a master of one. That's the true one. Let me read this again. Jack of all trades, master of none, though often better than a master of one. They gave us half of it. So even in the true saying of that, they're telling you you are better than someone who has only mastered one thing. So now that brings me to this point of this bank that we all have waited so long for, right? It's opening. It's opening right before our eyes. Now, some of you kind of freaked out yesterday because they released to us the place that you're going to go to receive the education of the bank. We had a little time last night in the school. We had a little time. So let me just go through a couple things right now that is going to help guide us through. The first thing I want to put out to everyone, I need everybody not to panic. I know I have told you guys this day was going to come. And I told you I know for the last couple of months to get your house in order and get prepared. So anybody out there now that is scurrying, trying to hurry up and get stuff in order, come here. Yeah, I'm going to knock you right in the head. Okay? Because I told you to get yourself in order just in case this happened. Now, we knew one day it was going to happen. We just really didn't know when. Okay? And how I have said over and over again on these lives, this has been too much work for it not to happen. There is no way I would be putting all of my energy in everything that has taken place with this bank for it not to happen. There is just no way because everybody's busy. Like we're busy. But what we've been trying to do is build your life outside of the bank, which has been successful for many of you, right? And then also get you prepared for when the bank opens. And so we're in that space now where we're getting prepared for when the bank opens. The world try to tell you have a mental problem because you're more than one time. Exactly. And we're multifaceted. We have multiple talents, multiple gifts, right? And they don't want you to realize how powerful we are in this realm. That's what I want you all to realize, how powerful you are. Don't put all your energy, everything that you have into something that is fake, which we know is fiat. If you learn how to control this, it will teach you to be able to handle the energy that is less than. Even though they try to trick our minds to believe that that is the value. No, that's not the value. I'm the value. All right, so let's go back to the bank. Okay, so what's happening right now is that it's rolling out a little bit at a time. All right. So last night, the educational piece opened up for us to begin to start learning the system. Now, many of us already truly knew a lot of the information that was given out, but some of the information was new. Okay. But what you're having to do is you're having to go through and take those modules. So now let's just talk about a few things about the setup that kind of freaked everybody out yesterday. When you go to the link, if you're in the school, I put the link there. They're not going to be emailing it to anyone. So you have to have a connection in to get this link. You got to be connected. Okay. You have to be connected to be able to get this link. Now, if you're watching this and you haven't received the link yet, you can kind of email us over and I'll make sure that you get it. But do understand this. Now, this was the big question that came up. Am I able to start taking the modules if my global bank has not been approved yet, my global bank account? No, you cannot. Your global bank account filings cannot have pending anywhere. There cannot be any pending statuses for your documents or the information. All right. All of that has to be in good standing. And some of you've done what you're supposed to. You reloaded your documents. You're just waiting for them to be approved. Just be patient. It's coming. Okay. Now, for those who have your recording number and you don't know where to find it, if you'll go to your profile in your global bank account, go to your profile and just scroll down and you'll see recording number. You're going to copy that recording number. And when you're setting up your education account, when it asks for the recording number, just put it there and it will light up to the side. It'll be green and it'll say verified or not verified. Okay. But I haven't heard anybody's kickback that was verified. And then it will release the modules to you. Now, clearly right now they're having some technical issues with the modules operating because remember now everybody's trying to get on. Everybody's trying to, take the modules. Everybody's trying to hurry up. And I get it, but I don't want you guys to panic. Okay, because that's negative energy. I don't want you in a space of, oh, I can't do the modules yet. Listen, if your stuff is still impending, I want you to relax. It's coming. I want you to be patient. It's coming. Okay. I don't want you to go into that space. Now, how many of you all know what space I'm talking about where you're feeling sad inside that you're not able to complete modules and not able to do this or not able to log in? I want you to come out of that space because that's negative energy. Let me see what we're saying. Yes, I tried and they keep saying my email is unknown. Do not use the same email that you use for your Geo. It will not work. Okay, let me go here. Haven't had a chance to go into school. Does it have clear directions to where to find the it's one link in there where I've given further instructions that can kind of guide you. I don't know about this one, Kimberly, because I know I've been hearing that, but I actually use the same email. I haven't had any issues. I have not one issue. So I'm not sure about the two because I haven't read anything that is stating it has to be two separate emails. I know that has come out from somewhere, but it hasn't been verified. But I will tell you from my personal experience, I have used the same email address and I don't have any issues. Okay, so only thing I can say is I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and I'm going to have to look a little further into it to try to get some answers on. Should it be it just seems like it would be so confusing to have all these different emails, which I mean, you might be right. I haven't heard yet from higher ups that that's a part of the glitching. And I am going to try to find out though. Okay. I'll try to find out. It says at the bottom page, do not use it in the education portal. It says at the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to have to look in another page then to kind of see where that is. Okay. I'll look. I don't know. And these are the little kinks that we're going to have to work out, but I'll definitely go there. It says to use a different email. Okay. All right. So Kimberly is saying it's at the bottom of the educational portal. And then somebody else is saying it says it to use a different email. Okay. So, as of right now though, I haven't. I guess I missed that bullet, and it seems to be working fine. But if it says it at the bottom and it says it in the educational portal, then that is what it is. Now, somebody did I post it in the school? I don't know if I posted it in the school or not. That somebody was saying that there's something called a start email that you could possibly use. Okay, not saying anything in my bank account. Okay. And like I said before, everybody, this is what I'm saying. We're in kind of like the panic part right now. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double check about that second email. And we have several on here that says that it says it on the page. So I'm going to go back and double check that. I am one that has used the same one. I haven't had any issues. Not saying that issues will not come, but as of right now, I don't see one. But I'll definitely go in and see if there's a way that I could change that once I locate. And I'm going to give you guys an update in the school on that. All right. So what we should be doing right now is trying to work out the little kinks of where everybody is. Try to get everybody into the modules to start doing the modules. All right. And then I'm sure we're going to receive further instructions. Now, there is also a module in there for the tools. The tools is what we're going to use to actually begin to make the transfer of the currency. Okay, so you can make the transfer of the currency in different currencies. All right, so like taking it from USD to yen or dinar to USD, whatever you're trying to do. Okay, that part is in the tools, and that course is not released yet. In fact, it said on there last night that that course was not going to be released until December 31st of this year. So again, we have to see. So that's pretty much all the updates I have right now. Let me double check about the second email situation to see, and then also understanding that you all know you can get emails from, like, Proton is a good one to get an email from, and I heard Start is a great one to get an email from. Okay. And then I'm going to give you guys an update in the school on where do we go from here. Okay, is everybody good on that? All right, those that have been blocked out your accounts, those that are still in pending, those that are needing 2 emails, we're going to try to work all of those little kinks out. And then I'm going to put a follow-up to everything in the school. Give me a thumbs up if we have an understanding of that. I think there's a little delay, but let me just... Any updates to software system opened October? So how have they been doing? I don't know if their system open. I just know that they changed over AFD. AFD is called something different, and theirs is actually on the St. Crown Exchange. So I think they opened for trading, but I haven't heard anything besides that for South Africa. South Africa is rocking and rolling, that's for sure. But I haven't heard about. They're waiting for the global bank too. Yeah, they're waiting for the global bank too. I just thought about that. Yeah, because I'm receiving questions that's coming from South Africa as well. Okay. All right, we got it. All right, so I'm gonna get those answers. See what's going on with that. Try to get some updates on the other side, and y'all just stay woosah. We just gonna woosah because y'all wore a sister out last night. Oh my goodness, if y'all could see my messages, it was through the roof. Through the roof. I think I got a question or a message from every side of the world yesterday. Literally, to the point I just looked at and I said, I'm gonna have to deal with that tomorrow. It was too overwhelming. And that might be why I missed the message on the page that said get a second email, because I was overwhelmed. Okay. Oh, shall I say I was underwhelmed? You see how they flipped it? Is it over or under? I don't know. Anyway, you guys, let me get those answers. I'll put those in the school. you may hear back from me. I may come back on live if something like really drops and I need to get it out to everybody. I may come back live in a couple of days, or I might just go live in the school and tell you guys to go to a Zoom. I'll kind of figure that part out. But if not, I will see you next Friday, same time, same place. Let me see what we got going on. Hold on. Let me see what I got going on this week. Let me check the calendar. All right, let's see. Ooh, nothing. Thank you. All right, so next week it's let me just make sure. I think we got Private Life Show and Case Watch next Friday. Okay. All right, you guys. Until next time, hold it down. Remember, woosah. Woosah. Just woosah. Okay. Talk soon. Bye-bye.